you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Let's go. That was a rough little start, but we're going to get it fixed. We're going to get it together. Rough little start. Oh, we got some new intros and stuff we're trying to run. Hopefully y'all can see us trying to make these improvements. Man, good morning, everybody. I've been up since 3:30. I could not sleep last night. We stayed up to about 1 o'clock in the morning, just dialoguing about, the Ryan Grubb news. A lot of the team members, a lot of people that were working with me behind the scenes. I dropped my phone. A lot of people that were working behind the scenes, they were excited to see everything come to fruition and just talking about the possibilities of the growth that's going to happen with Alabama football. But today on the show, man, we just want to get into the show a little bit. Allow y'all a chance to get in here and get up and talk, man. What's good, man? I seen Mary J pop in with the first comment. Good morning. I know it's gonna be rolling in slow tonight. I went early, 7:30, just to see what it'll do with our algorithm. But if you all could, as you come in, drop a like, share, drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from and what y'all think about. We're gonna add some more stuff over here. But I think what we're going to do, we're going to go with this natural background for a few weeks while we get into the breaking reports, because I have like some postcards, like these little post notes and stuff. I want to start writing down like hot notes and different things for the community and just start sticking them on the wall behind us. And that'll become like a part of what we're doing. But let me know where y'all watching from, man. Here this morning on the Coach Smook Network. What's up, Mary J? She said, roll tide and welcome to Ryan Grubb. Facts. And blunt conversation, no excuses is all I have to say. Got the guy, everybody been glazing, so let's see how this shakes out. Roll tide, roll. Hey, Blunt, you already know my stance on this whole situation, man. Feel like Nick Sheridan was more than capable to be a solid offensive coordinator in the SEC level. First year on the job, new team, no real chemistry. I think we got to look at the realness of what Nick Sheridan had to deal with. And we can kind of dialogue about that today, man. What's good, everybody? I see y'all, man. Grand Rising AAA family, he said we're back at it again. All right, man. MJ is hyped this morning. MJ, you must be feeling good on the route this morning. My guy, he watching from North Carolina. Urban Essence, good morning, sis. Good to see you. She said she watching from the Gump. I didn't know you was in the Gump. See, we got family all over, man. We got family everywhere. AAA family. Man, I got so much stuff going on. I changed up the setup, man. I got the desk out. I got everything set up. I wanted to sit a little bit further back from the screen. The lighting, we didn't have our other ring light, so I'm trying to do some things. The green screen really needs quality lighting, and we're going to get another ring light here to make sure. And we need to upgrade the camera too. So you all continue to support, because not just monetarily, just the views and the clicks. The analytics have been going off the charts. And when you're part of this YouTube creator partnership program, there's different things and incentives that come along with getting the views up and getting people watching your content. So you all continue to share the content, continue to like it up. come on in. Let everybody know that we're live here on the Coach Smook Network. We got how many live in here right now? We got 14 live on YouTube, 21 live on Twitter. So y'all go here. Let me pull the Twitter stream up. I'm tripping. I mean the Facebook stream. I got Twitter up. We get the Facebook stream up. And we're live on the Coach Smook page. The actual Coach Smook page on Facebook. So if y'all follow on Facebook, man, make sure y'all tap in over there. We've actually had a lot of interaction over on Facebook. So y'all tap in over there if y'all want to, man. I think we do get Facebook comments on this side, on the StreamYard side. So what's good? Smook getting me through that Monday morning work. Good. Hey, what's good, Dylan? Look, I'm glad I could do that for you, man. We just giving everybody time to pull up, man. I see everybody's pulling in now. I hope YouTube not doing the messed up thing with my notifications again, because we back streaming live in the morning. But if so, that just means we got to pick up the grind and amp it up a little bit. But as you all know, our new show schedule is as follows. Let me get it up on the screen for y'all. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays during the day, we will have our morning segments. Here it is right here. And then and like I said, Mondays, I'm thinking about continuing to do the 7:30 a.m. Monday morning call-in show, and then doing an evening call-in show on Mondays and Fridays. Then we do have our Tuesday community and gaming from noon to 6 p.m. So if you all are those good money-making people that get to be off on Tuesdays at noon, or you get them extra unsupervised lunches, you know what I'm saying? Tap in. We're going to be running a lot of NCAA content, might get it back into some Warzone, just some community stuff to open up and create conversation. And then Thursday, like I said, we got to update this flyer. It's going to be check them out, coach, for our recruits, man, at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to be reviewing all of our quote unquote under the radar recruits that are creating some stock for themselves in the recruiting landscape, and guys that may not be getting as much attention as they should be, just trying to create opportunities for the next generation of athletes. And then every first Friday, Sports and Spades, myself, Coach Jason, Hall of Fame Jason Watkins over at Hall of Fame Coaches. He's going to be my co-host there, and we're going to be hosting two special guests each episode, each first Friday of the month. And depending on how it goes, we might amp it up, might do it first and third Fridays. And then all our major Alabama or major post-game reaction shows, be looking out for lives to show up then. And when I say that, I mean any big games, especially like, NBA playoffs coming up, the Super Bowl coming up, all of those games, we're going to be either doing a live watch party at somebody's some location, or we'll be doing a post-game reaction of some sort. So keep your notifications on. And remember, man, we still pushing towards our goal. We're trying to get to that 3K subscribers on YouTube. We at 2.8K. Thank y'all for allowing me to hit that goal, allowing us to hit that goal yesterday during the live, man. It was great. It was great. I had a great time dialoguing with y'all, and it was, man, I'm telling y'all, man, it was a good time. I'm gonna just say that it was a good time yesterday. Just having a good time. Watching the news come to live, you know what I'm saying? Come to live. And you guys did a great job supporting. I saw the support on social media. Just want to publicly thank some of y'all. Some of y'all was stepping kind of viciously, aggressively. I think we could dial it back a little, you know what I'm saying? They already, but nah, I really appreciate the support. Even had some supporters, some well-known talking football heads that are in the industry. So it was good to have that interaction. But I appreciate y'all, man, for real. It's been fun doing this with y'all. Let me make sure I share this to my Facebook page. All right, so I think I got it shared out. All right, what's good, everybody? I seen some more people pop in. Hey, yo, Sully, other Coach Smook Network. Hey, y'all get ready to check out these reactions. He been working his craft over there on his channel. If y'all have not checked out his channel, make sure y'all go check it out. But he's definitely bringing his creative approach to this network. We'll be doing live game reactions together. It's gonna be fun, man. And it's pulling him out of his shell, but I think he has a bright future in the content creation with the style of reaction he does. Very straight to the point, laid back, with a little charisma. So y'all gonna get to see it here on the Coach Smook Network. I'm blessed to be able to partner with a brother like him. What's up, Jay? I see you, my boy. I see you in there. Jordan, what's good, brother? How you feeling? Jordan, I know you was hyped. Y'all make sure y'all congratulate Jordan, man. He was able to be in the pep band for the Georgia game this past weekend. He said, what's good, y'all? Monday is my busiest day of the week. I'm just saying what's up to everyone on my way to class. Well, you better go get that education. Better get that education. Smook, you co-sign that league server for CFB 25 in Discord. I don't know anything about it, man. I was just trying to see. I didn't know whose it was. I was just trying to see who had posted, but it ain't no issue, man. I might get in one. Just to get tuned up. I have an 8-9. Oh, Lord Jesus, boy, I don't even want to read the rest of that. Greg, what's good, man? Greg, where you was yesterday when the news broke, man? You missed it, man. We had a crazy number of people in here reacting, and you know, a lot of people were actually showing love, man, and I appreciate that. Shout out to all 26 of you in the chat right now on YouTube. Make sure y'all hitting the like button when you come in. What's up, Glenn T? Oh, and I gotta do a special shout out real quick. What's up, Glenn? Welcome in this morning. Glenn, I would love to have you tap into the show sometime, man. I be reading your comments. Would love to hear your thoughts on the line. We got a lot. Jordan, right? At least you get most of it. Oh, wet facts. I remember having to go to them evening classes, Mary J. Tell them. I remember having to and then being at work in the evening, y'all. Hold on, let me do a special shout out real quick. So Lee Bay's at work. Shout out to my baby. She said, she texted me right before I was getting on the show. She said, my coworker said he enjoyed your live last night. He said he seen Ryan Grubb news and seen where you said it first. And I said, tell him thanks. And I told her to get his name, so I give him a shout out. So shout out to Steven Takas. Please don't tell me I'm killing that. I'm butchering that last name. But shout out to Steve Takas, over there working with my old lady. A Bama fan, supporter of the Coach Smook Network. Thank you for your support. And it feels good to be, noticed out there, man. It feels good to be recognized. I'm telling you, our team does some solid work. And y'all saw the joy on Curtis's face yesterday. Y'all saw the joy on J Rose's face. Y'all seen the reactions from BT Sports in the chat. Y'all seen just the whole team. Everybody. Zach even texted me, was like, congrats, coach, because Zach was like, he was one of the ones that was getting some backlash on Twitter, because he was riding for your boy. And so I know it felt good kind of just sitting back and just watching them all kind of wipe their nose. But today, we got a lot of conversation to get into as the numbers get up, man. Appreciate y'all, man. All 36 of y'all tapping in over here on the Coach Smook Network this morning on YouTube, 41 on Twitter, and 1 on Facebook. The one on Facebook, please hit that like button for your boy. I appreciate you. And make sure you share the stream over there on Facebook. I appreciate that. But let's get into the show today. The topics of conversation today, of course, we're going to dialogue more about Ryan Grubb, what that means for Alabama. Then we're going to dive into the roster. There was a conversation. I jumped into a Twitter space last night, and there was a conversation that arose, and I felt like I could carry it over. I don't even know what to call the space. My guy Andrew Drew, he sent me the invite. Appreciate the invite, man. And I want to give them their due respect. I'm real big on that. So we were in the space and we were having this conversation about what's the most, probably the biggest question coming into the 2025 spring camp as far as positions. And when the question was put out there, I think everybody immediately went to the right tackle position, but I took it to another step. And I said the offensive line. So we're going to dive into that conversation today. I want to open the phone lines up for that conversation after I give my open dialogue. And then last but not least, man, Alabama's basketball programs. I'm really going to dive into the numbers today. We're going to do some share some screen share, look at some stats, look at how both teams are really starting to click at the right time, looking at the small things that might trip us up in the long run. And then just talking about how far this team can go. So shout out to everybody pulling up. Hopefully y'all feel the energy. Matt Farms, I see you in the chat. Russell McDaniel, Russell McDaniel coming in with the big questions already. Hey, that's $1 million question right there. You need a wristband for that, Russell. Somebody get Russell a wristband. Somebody get Russell a wristband. Hey, Russell, you want to know what a wristband is? You want to get that birth certificate? Become a part of AAA family, man. I know you support, die-hard support, but get that wristband. It just looks better in the chat. Square Business is in the chat. Square, 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 square. Square. But that boy, don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Y'all know I get hyped. Appreciate y'all for tapping in this morning. I got to get me a bottle of water. So during this infomercial break, I told y'all we was going to have the new infomercial, but y'all, the new one is such a big file that I got to patch it in together the right way so it doesn't keep glitching. So I think one last round of this welcome to the AAA video doesn't hurt, right? It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Precious memories to this. But if you want to join the AAA family, this is how you do so. Check it out. And we'll be right back after these messages to get you started with the Coach Smook Network call-in show. I'm feeling good this morning. I hope hopefully y'all feeling good too. Check it out. Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. And each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. If you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready for the call-in show today. I'm excited. That beat, I don't know about y'all. If y'all riding in y'all car, do that mug just really hit? Like, do it really hit? Y'all know, do it really hit though? I love that beat, man. We got to keep that mug on the show. I think that's one of the classics. I still got the OG. Some of y'all been here for a while. If you've been here since May, when we kicked off the network here full time, excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure this camera stays straight. But if y'all been here since May, I still got the OG intro music. I'm telling y'all, we can go back. But let's get into the conversation this morning, man. I've been excited, been ready to talk about it. Make sure y'all like the stream as you're coming in. But the Ryan Grubb news, man, how big was that to drop on a Sunday? I was in that, like I said, I was in that Twitter space last night. A lot of great conversation that really kind of changed the direction of the live show this morning, because I feel like it wasn't HOC, no disrespect. I love HOC. I love going to HOC. That's where it's at. But this group that a lot of the people that were in here in this space are from, they interact in HOC. So very familiar with the crowd, but they were having some good conversation, man. So woke up this morning and I was like, man, I would like for, the YouTube side and the rest of, the community to kind of be dialed in on that conversation. But the Ryan Grubb news, man, to me, it's huge in one major aspect. It just opens up not necessarily the working room, but the operational aspects of what everybody on that staff is used to doing. You've seen a system in place go from program to program when I'm talking about Kalen DeBoer as a head coach, and the majority of this staff, offensive staff that he's carried over. You've seen the offensive success carry over with the majority of the staff being carried along through each stop. And a lot of the same ideas and philosophies were brought to the table last season, right? We saw things that they did in Washington try to kind of integrate into what assets they had available, and you saw minor adjustments be made, but kind of a system try to be forced onto a group of players, a personnel grouping that wasn't necessarily comprehending. You know what I'm saying? They weren't comprehending what was going on or what was needed to be done on the offensive side. So I look at it and I'm breaking it down and I'm like, man, I'm looking at the play calls late in the season, and people just had this big uproar about Nick Sheridan. And I promise you, man, when we get into our film session, we might do a film session Wednesday during the day. But when we get into it, I'm going to show y'all multiple times where when Jalen Monroe was making the right reads, drop passes. We saw that early in the Oklahoma game. Late in the Auburn game where we could have extended the lead some more, he was missing passes, missing reads, and people were receivers wide open downfield. You had Jeremy Bernard and Kendrick Law on double post routes. Both of them were open. Both safeties, just beat, both slow safeties. So it's just being in year 2, getting a guy that's familiar with the system, coming back, getting that comfortability back, and being able to focus on development. That is the major key for this. I think when you talk about impact, you talk about development. Now you can really get out into recruiting and have a real, I guess, track record showing what this system and this staff, when they put quality players in this system, how they develop them and what type of product they put out there. So I'm telling y'all, man, it's one of those things where Alabama is in one of those positions where this could get dangerous for college football. I said it last night, I'm gonna say it again. This could get dangerous for college football, not just from an aspect of winning games, but you're talking about creating the NFL Factory 2.0. Creating the NFL Factory 2.0. That's what we're talking about. So, and let me see. I see somebody asking for the number already. Okay, listen, this is an interactive call-in today too, so you can definitely call in while we're in our dialogue. I'm gonna keep the call-in line open today because I want to get some audio stuff done. So interactive call-in. Let me get the phone number up. I'm sorry I didn't say that at the beginning of the show. I need to put in a banner real quick. That's what I need to do. Hey, and I'm still looking for somebody to join the team and become a producer on the show to help out with things like this, so we can have banners. It's real easy to learn how to work this stuff, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I think a lot of people just scared because they think, oh man, producing. Nah, it's really easy. I can teach you this life skills. It's a life skills, something that's marketable too. You can use this as passive income. I produce a few podcasts, vaccine production. Where is our call-in number at? Okay, I guess I'll make a new banner. Here we go. I'll make a new banner right here. All right, let me see. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought we had one. Zach, what's the number? I'm just playing. Let me stop. Y'all know Zach know the number, man. All right, phone line is open. Once again, we are doing an interactive call-in. We're doing an interactive call-in segment. So, call in, give me your thoughts. We're talking about Ryan Grubb. Ryan Grubb being hired at Alabama. It's official. It's official. And I want to hear your thoughts. We got Zach on the line.
Zach Willie.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yo, Zach, you on the line. You on the line. Holla at me. You in the game, my brother. And if y'all, make sure y'all can hear Zach. Let me know if y'all can hear Zach in the chat. Zach, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Coach.
Okay. And I think the chat can hear you. Let me get the music off real quick so I can make sure we got you. Chat, if y'all can hear Zach, let me get some thumbs up in the chat, man. Zach, Ryan Grubb is here in T-Town. Well, I don't know if he's physically here yet. I have not got that confirmation. I sure got eyes on the scene. I think, if anything, I think he was here this past weekend. I don't know. But yeah, Zach, what's your thoughts, man? Give me your thoughts. Give me a reaction to the news breaking yesterday. I think you were very excited. I saw your reaction on Twitter. But just kind of give me your thoughts, man, and what you think this means for Alabama football going forward.
Yeah, it helps take Alabama to that next level. I mean, could we have gotten there without Ryan Grubb? Of course, but it would have took a few extra years to get there with Nick Sheridan being the play caller. Not that Nick Sheridan isn't a good play caller. It's just, it was his last season was his first year as offensive coordinator, and it would have just taken some time for him to find his footing to what fits his play calling scheme and all that. But with Ryan Grubb, it expedites the situation and makes us a lot more dangerous sooner, which is a good thing for Alabama and not such a good thing for everyone else.
Right. 100%. And so now I want you, I know you don't get deep into recruiting, Zach, and all of that, but a lot of people, they get hype about this move with Ryan Grubb and say, oh man, we're going to be able to recruit. How much impact do you think this is going to have on recruiting?
It's going to have a big impact on recruiting because it was having a big impact last year when this group was hired, when Kevin DeBoer was hired. And Ryan Grubb didn't expect us in recruiting him going to Seattle, but it didn't really help us either. It was just I lost my train of thought.
You good? I get what I think. I know what everybody thinks, and this is one thing. I feel like was the selling point in recruiting when this staff came over, and it was supposed to be the full offensive staff from Washington. Their selling point was, hey, you saw what we just did with Michael Penix and those guys. We're going to do the same thing at Alabama, if not greater. And that was a strong selling point. That was a strong selling point. So I'm looking at the situation now. How can it impact recruiting? I think if anything if we see an impact, it's got to be in this class for me to believe that Ryan Grubb's hiring is going to really impact. Like, I want to see Xavier Correa in-state running back. I want to see him commit. I want to see the 4-star DB that we're targeting. I want to see him commit in-state. I want to see us, that development. NFLU was the reason we were winning the in-state battle in recruiting.
Right.
Guaranteeing these in-state recruits that, hey, come to Alabama over Auburn. We're going to get you to the league. That's what we got to. And I think Ryan Grubb being here, being on this staff, creates that a solid selling point for that in recruiting. And that's just one selling point. You got so many other things, that quality things that you can use as selling points for this staff. But for recruiting with this staff. But I think that's one strong one right there.
Facts. But yeah, Ryan Grubb. With Nick Sheridan, we're at 100. With Ryan Grubb, it takes us to like 500, 1,000.
Right.
You know, so I mean, Nick Sheridan ain't bad, but Ryan Grubb just brings a different level of competition, a different level of efficiency and everything else, because he's done it for many years.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and we're gonna see the experience factor. So, final thought on a scale of 1 to 10, Zach. As we get ready to open the lines up, we got people calling in, man. That's what's up. Final thought, man. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 not being too excited, 10 being very excited. What's your excitement level, and then what do you give this higher, grade wise, A through F? You know how we do.
Mm-hmm. On a scale of 1 to 10. I'm a 9.
Okay.
And which is still pretty high, but I you can't give a 10 because a 10's like perfection, and
Yeah.
you know, there's no such thing as perfection. You know. Grade wise, I give it an A, and because I know what Ryan Grubb brings to the table for Alabama and all that, and I expect, or not expect, I'm looking forward to great things happening for Alabama.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you was able to call in, Zach, and share your thoughts. We got an interactive calling segment today, so as we transition to the next topic or to the next phone call, you can definitely call back in if the phone line dials down. But I appreciate you, man. We trying to get these clips, man. That was a perfect clip. Y'all see me working. If y'all looking at me, looking around, I'm actually clipping this live, and I'm trying to get them posted or ready to post by the end of the show, so we can start getting our calling segments clipped out. Like I said, man, I'm good with working through the rough spots in this whole process. And we got I think Mary's going to be coming on. She said she's going to give it a shot trying to become a producer. I think just anybody that feels like they got some type of creative vision. Zach said he wants to come on and help. We're going to get into this, man. And I appreciate y'all, Zach, especially you, man, for calling in and sharing your thoughts, man. Roll Tide, my boy.
Roll Tide, Coach Smook. Love you guys.
All right, man. My guy, Zach, man. All right, phone line is open. Listen, so I have the ability to reply to you all from your phone number. So if I get a missed phone call during a phone call, I will send a CB text. It's a CB text. That means call back. That means you're good. You know, just call back. Call back. That means somebody beat you. So definitely call back. We got a number on the line, 334. Let's get him on the line. Let's see who it is.
Call from
Yo, what's up? You on the line. You're in the game with Coach Smook. What's your name?
What's going on, Coach? Good to be in the game. How you doing?
What's going on, man? What's the name?
Pat.
Pat?
Uh-huh.
Okay, what's going on, Pat? You got a lot of background noise. You outside or something?
Yeah, I'm at work, man. I didn't want to call and say it.
Okay.
Stay too long. I just want to give you a props on confirming Coach Grubb, man. You called that weeks ago, man. So I just want to give you a props on that.
Oh, appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, my guy.
Yeah.
And you, where you calling from, man?
From Atlanta. I'm from Alabama. I'm from Smith Station.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. On the scale of 1 to 10, how excited you are about Ryan Grubb being hired at Alabama as the new OC?
I would say 9.
A solid 9.
A 9 because Sheridan didn't call no bad season. He just didn't stick with his hot plays, I think, because he had some plays. You remember that two-back set that he had that Miro ran against LSU that went down and scored. So I see him having his play style. I think he just needs to get comfortable within his quarterback, and he found a pitch and catch quarterback. whichever one he chooses next coming up year, we'll be all right.
Facts. And then what do you give this grade? What do you grade this hire on the scale? On your grading scale, A, B, C, D, F.
A, B, C, D, F. I'll give it an A.
A. Okay.
The A. Yeah. I like it.
I'm liking
Only
that.
thing you got to clean up, man, is offensive. I feel like offensive line play. If Proctor, like we said before, if Proctor doesn't drop that weight for left tackle, when he needs that tackle, he got to go to guard, man, and he got to get some more limber out at the tackle positions for this upcoming season.
I like that.
Yeah, we got to get some more limber. I like Brett, so Brett gonna lock it down in the center. But man, the tackles, we gotta. They probably can't drop it down, man. 340, 335 is gonna be hard, but if he can't drop it down, you gotta move him to guard, man.
Man, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I have this crazy theory that Alabama has a plan with Jaden Roberts coming back. Especially, this is a quality offensive lineman, and he's more natural at the tackle position. I have this theory and that was one of the topics of the day, the Alabama offensive line. I have this theory that Jaden Roberts might get slid out to that right tackle position. I believe in Wilkin Formby first and foremost. I do believe in Wilkin Formby. I think he just was in the middle of that development curve, and the quality of talent that schedule saw last year, it wasn't going to get better for him as the season went on. And Pritchard just hit a stride for a few games, and then you saw him peak very quickly and him start to regress. And then Formby came back in, and you saw him kind of showing that development. So, but I think you get Roberts out there. You get guys like Vandermark, who started having a strong showing to close out the season. A strong showing. Yeah. You got Rock Montgomery in that interior offensive line room. You got Casey Poe, somebody that I'm excited to see get a lot of reps this year. I think we still got Sanders, the young man Sanders. I mean, it's a lot of bodies in that offensive line room. If we can just get guys to develop, man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Yep. When we get that pass pro down, man, we need to work pass pro all summer long, man, and get pass pro, getting techniques down, working your hands, lining feet. I think we'll get back to the Bama that we want to see.
100%.
But I appreciate you letting me call in, man.
For sure,
I'm
man.
Square Business on the chat.
Oh, that's you?
Yeah, that's me. Yep.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you for tapping in, man, and supporting the network, brother.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, man. You have a good one. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Pat, calling in, showing love on the Coach Smook Network. And he's a business. Did he say he a business owner? He's Square Business. That's him. He said he's the owner of that tag. Okay, I'm tripping. I was about to say, look at him. Fellas out there owning businesses. All my business owners, put some fire in the chat for all my business owners. We out here getting to it. Man, what's up, everybody? I see some more people pulling up. Good morning, everybody. I got a whole bunch of people texting my phone, and what's happening? Uh-oh. Snap. I ain't gonna do it to y'all. Some of them offensive transfers may regret their decision depending on why they left. Facts. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna pop my collar today, but we got some more news. I'm gonna talk about it in the video. I gotta do it in the VOD. I can't release it right now. I'm gonna talk about it in the VOD. So I'm gonna do a VOD today. Be on the lookout for a recording. And yeah, we'll get that thing popping. Agree, Zachary, and he's coming at the right time, just in time. Facts. I think Grubb showing up right now is the perfect time. Especially how heavy we're moving in recruiting, man. I don't know if y'all paid attention to the junior day visits. A lot of those guys, and I was having personal conversations with like 6 or 7 of them. And guys are really impressed with the culture at Alabama and how much each player that showed up felt like they could add value to an already talented roster. And I think that the idea of being able to come in and compete immediately is something that's very attractive to this day and age of athlete. And at Alabama, you're going to know where you are development-wise, with the quality of talent that you're surrounded by. If you're good at your level and then you go to the next level and you're still good, that makes you good. But if you go and you start falling off, that guy next to you starts to, do things, develop at a faster rate, that's what usually hurts a lot of these young men's egos. So you got to be a solid recruiter to be able to dial in the conversations and read personality traits, find out what's important to the player, and then be able to pitch that and have the backing, the quality of product to back it. So development is a huge part of this staff's recruiting pitch, and I think they have the backing to they have the results to back it. They have the proof to back it up. I'm sorry, y'all. Right, Edino. He said, any comeback in spring portal, or do we say like hey, let him go, man. Matt, let him go. Let him go. Facts. Megan said it, let him go. Good morning, Deshaun. He said, good morning, Coach Smook and chat. Hope y'all have a good, productive day. Roll Tide to you, my brother. Tony Benzino, I believe it when I see him in uniform. He fooled us one time already. We got our negative Nancy in the chat. What's good, Tony? Listen, you know what, Tony? Last year, and we said this, and the phone line is still open, y'all. 334-625-1121. We have an interactive call-in. The topics of the call-in show are at the bottom. Alabama offensive line is a topic of discussion, hot topic of discussion. And Ryan Grubb, man, being hired on to Alabama, I think everybody's kind of like, settled down from the news. But to Tony's sentiment, man, and to his concern, let's talk about it. Last year, when this staff got hired on, I think, we forget that Kalen DeBoer was the only one that had a contract for like the first 3 or 4 weeks. They were actually working on getting on the recruiting trail, getting in to meet players. Like, he was the only one really under contract for like 2 or 3 weeks. The rest of the staff really was open. Could have been picked off at any time. But they all got time to figure out each of their own situations, right? And it ended up being what it was, which is what led to Scott Huff and Ryan Grubb staying in Seattle, staying in Washington. So you see things have transpired. We've come to this date, and it's one of those things, man, where you're kind of just like, okay, now we have all the pieces, seemingly have all the pieces. Alabama should not, experience some of the same things we experienced last year on the offensive side. But to your sentiment, man, that last year situation was totally different. He's already under contract, based off of what I'm hearing. The contract is everything has already been signed. I saw one outlet was reporting the numbers. I was going to wait to get confirmation from the actual site. I have people that do that, but that's like not important to me. It's kind of interesting to see what those numbers look like, though. It's kind of interesting to see what those numbers look like. If y'all have seen the report, y'all go ahead and share the link, just to see what kind of numbers they pulled to get him on staff. Was it like a big purchase, or was he just reluctant? Not reluctant, but was he just glad to have anything to be back with the staff and kind of recreate his value? I don't know. Let's see. I think Kalen DeBoer, the way he spoke of him, even before the Senior Bowl, how close they were. I think in that aspect, to go and get a guy like that after that situation, you really want to put your best foot forward, kind of like what they did with Freddie Roach and Coach G, giving them the promotion and the pay raise, and I think it plays good into the culture and the psyche of the coaching staff, to where you can keep a guy like Freddie Roach, Jamarcus Shepard, Coach G, guys that are going to be Coach Mo, that are going to be in high demand. Keep them around for 3 or 4 years to really see some of their first year recruits all the way through their 4 years. And then guys like Freddie Roach and Coach G just continue to build on that legacy as far as what they develop and produce at the University of Alabama, how they recruit, right? And what they put into the NFL on both sides of the ball. So I think this staff is really set up to start creating some separation, recreating some separation when it comes to Alabama football. All right, So we kind of got into the conversation about Alabama offensive line. Like I said, the phone line is still open. And let me get a like count real quick. Let me make sure I give y'all shout outs for the likes y'all running up. We got 44 in the chat on YouTube. Make sure you're rerunning the likes up, 23 likes on the stream. We got how many on Twitter? We got 76 on Twitter. Make sure y'all giving a comment or retweeting over there on Twitter. I definitely appreciate it. Dennis, what y'all asking me or y'all telling me? Are y'all asking me? Or y'all telling me? Don't be trying to look. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing. I will confirm. I will have something for y'all solid by today. But from what I did get notified, we might have a 2-for-1. Man, I'm telling y'all, if that's realistic, does that mean Coach Cap is gone? I don't know. I have heard there's some heavy support in keeping Coach Cap from the locker room on up. I will say this: the mentality, the accountability factor is something that I think Coach Cap brings. Scott Huff recruiting, right? Development is something that we've seen, right? And so I think we keep both of them. Cap is heavy in recruiting, right? Huff is heavy in recruiting. You look at the offensive line class Cap was able to secure this season. I mean, it's almost a foregone conclusion, but we'll confirm something today. We'll confirm something. The Kinesis said, "Hey, we did get Grubbs. Let's go, man. Where you was yesterday? You wasn't in here when we was dancing and partying, huh?" But yeah, I'm definitely Mary J. Whoa, Mary, calm down, y'all. Mary's a little aggressive this morning, y'all. Mary's a little aggressive this morning. Mary, you had your coffee yet, sis? My big sister said she cough it up. Well, look. When I read that comment, Mary, I felt like I got one of these. You already know. Yes, ma'am. Listen, I will not get no whoopings from my AAA members, my birth certificate, and AAA wristband people. Y'all know I'm gonna make sure all my wristband holders, y'all gonna always get it before everybody else. I promise y'all. You the man, you been said it was a possibility that Grubb could come back. You are a true insider and thank you for what you do. Roll Tide. Corey P, appreciate it, man. Dang. And I don't even consider myself an insider. I just say I plug in and I do research. I talk to people who actually know stuff. I don't come in as if I'm some type of big stumper or anything like that. I just present what I have, man, and state my desire, my reason to know. I respect privacy. You know, that's a huge thing in this industry. You got to respect privacy. I got information right now about roster changes that, for NFL teams that I don't care to release or have somebody pay for it to release, just out of privacy, man. It's a respect thing, insight on, NFL draft movement and all that stuff. Like to me, it doesn't pay. The money doesn't pay, right? It's the network and the relationship, the opportunity that's presented by creating solid relationships, right? Bonds, trust, right? In the industry where those things can gray lines, blurred lines or whatever, that boundaries can be overstepped. I think I'm doing a great job at handling things the way I handle it, especially the way folks be coming for me on Twitter, boy. Ooh, boy. If I was a weak-minded individual, Lord Jesus, I'd be out here asking for therapy and everything, man. Cause y'all some mean people sometimes when y'all don't get what y'all want. But I appreciate y'all for being here. Alabama offensive line, let's talk about it. Alabama offensive line last year, starting lineup, we came out in the season. Caden Proctor was the foregone starter, but he didn't start that first game. Who started at left tackle that first game, guys? I forget who was it. Was it Naquil Bertrand, right? Naquil Bertrand actually got the start. We saw Vandermark at left. Oh no, Tyler Booker was at left tackle. We saw Vandermark get the left guard start. I think Parker Brailsford Jaden Roberts, and Wilkin Formby. And then we started seeing the mix up, right? We started seeing the lineup change up. Elijah Pritchard ended up manning that right tackle position. Jaden Roberts, right guard. Parker Brailsford, Tyler Booker at left guard. And then Caden Proctor, once he got healthy, was at left tackle. I think that was a solid lineup until you started seeing some of the injury bugs. Caden Proctor, you know, that conditioning started to catch up with him. And he was just having up and down games. Be high at one moment in the game, then, you know, get beat 2 or 3 plays on. And the right tackle position was just a struggle bus the whole season. Elijah Pritchard came in and, you know, played good for 2 or 3 games. Then he started to regress. Wilkin Formby came in. He started to improve. And then, you know, I think he had an injury. So you had to put Pritchard back out there. He was injured. Jaden Roberts was never 100%. Gino Vandermark was playing backup center, left guard, right guard. You saw Olis Alanine. Didn't he hit the portal? Alanine hit the portal, if I'm not mistaken. You saw him get a few meaningful reps last season. It was just a lot of movement. I want to see how much quality depth we can actually have again this year. I think for the product that was put out across the offensive line, I think we were consistent across the offensive line. Nobody was consistently good. Nobody was horrible. I think you had a good balance of production on the offensive line. Can it be, how can we make it more efficient? I think another year in the system, still adjusting to Coach Cap's, you know, schematic adjustments or technique that he's using to teach this scheme, right? And get this offensive line adjusted to this play calling style. There's a year behind it. There's some backing. Now you got things to fall back on, memory to fall back on. You got film to go back and evaluate, right? A good 10 months worth of work. Now you get to evaluate and make your adjustments. And I think you see a better product. Now, going into this lineup, give me some thoughts in the chat. I don't want y'all to get quiet on me. We got 52 in the chat right now. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. We're at 27 likes. Let's try to get up to that 50 like mark. Let's get up to 30 first. Let's get those 3 likes so we get 30. And then let's try to get up to that 50 again, man. Y'all had us hype last night with 100 likes on the stream. Make sure y'all continue to support and share the stream as we get ready to dive into this conversation about the offensive line. And once again, the phone line is open, 334-625-1121. What do you think this offensive line looks like coming into the regular season? As a matter of fact, let me pull up a tab over here, and I'm gonna pull the restart. I'm gonna pull the roster up. I'm gonna pull the roster up and look at the current roster, the current depth chart, and we're gonna look and see how this is going to shape out. As I look at y'all comments in the chat, Parker seemed pretty consistent. They need to recruit hard for 2026 for that position. The center position, you know, it's crazy. We got a young man in Mal Waldrop from Central Phoenix City. He's more of that Parker Brailsford build than any other offensive lineman in this class. And he has center experience. I would not be surprised if he and Rock Montgomery are getting a lot of development, cross-training at the center position. Because that's what you see. That staff. Parker Brailsford played guard too. I think people forget his first game at the collegiate level, he played guard and got moved over to center. So I think it's just something that you have to do at this level of college football as an interior offensive lineman, trying to create value for yourself if you're trying to go to the NFL. So I think that'll be a focal point. Also, we saw Coach Cap talk about that last year during spring ball. I actually asked him the question about, you know, how many guys we have training or cross training, getting snaps at center to kind of nullify some of the issues we had last year with the center quarterback center exchange. And he said, you know, they had 5 to 6 guys actually rolling through, you know, working on snaps, you know, extensively working on snaps. So Tyler Booker, Jaden Roberts, you had Rock Montgomery in there, Gino Vandermark, Parker Brailsford, Tommy Brockermeyer was there at that time. So it's good to see that. It's good to see that, Megan. But to your point, I think the 2026 class, you definitely going to see maybe 2 or 3 interior offensive line targets that they really want to go after. Quality guys that can play guard and center. And you're going to see, I can't wait to see what these 2025 tackles develop into. Those guys are going to be, I mean, super athletic. You talk about Lloyd Jackson. You talk about Dubose can slide out there and play tackle. Mike, man, we see Michael Carroll play a lot of guard at the high school level, but man, super athletic. Probably one of the most athletic offensive linemen we have. Like I said, Mal Waldron is probably going to stay as an interior guy. And who else am I missing? We got Dubose, we got Carroll, we got Waldrop, got Lloyd Jackson. I'm missing one. I feel like I'm missing one, chat. Y'all gonna leave me hanging like that? Who we got? I feel like I'm missing one. Am I missing somebody? I feel like I'm missing somebody. It's not showing. It's not popping up that I'm missing somebody. I think I got all of them. Look at God. Won't he do it? But let's talk about this offensive line lineup. And let's look at how they have this set up right now on Our Lads. Shout out to Our Lads, always coming in with some of the their projections for their depth chart. Let me see. I'm gonna share the screen here. Let me see right here. Yo, shout out to Pastor B. Did I just read that comment right? I had another screen up. Is that shot? Pastor B in here popping. He said, Coach Smook Ben dropped the news. The hate is not going to get the credit though, but it's all good. The hate is not going to give the credit. That's what he says. The hate is not going to give the credit. Hey, it's all good, Pastor B. We don't even care to. We popped our stuff yesterday, man, and God is going to continue to bless us for what we do. I even tapped into a show, man. It wasn't a Bama show. I even tapped into a show yesterday. It was pretty funny watching how you could tell that they were kind of going at somebody in the chat, right? Why is my banner not showing up? Okay, that's why. There it is. But it was funny to see it play out like that because you had people like publicly just like really did not want it to happen, but wanted it to happen. They just didn't want Coach Smook to be right. It was funny. It was funny to see those interactions. And then it felt good to have people that were like good sports about it and was like, man, you were right. You know, I ain't gonna question you no more. You a good dude, bro. It's cool, man. It's cool. You gotta earn your keep. Gotta earn your keep, if you know what I mean. But y'all know how we stepping, man. Coach Smook Network. Always trying to get y'all that reliable insight. All right, so look at this offensive line prediction right now by Our Lads. Like I said, they always bring their thoughts. They're usually pretty solid when it comes to like preseason projections. It's that the going into the fall lineups where I think they fall off because they don't necessarily get a lot of teams. Your team's just not putting out actual depth charts anymore. So from left tackle to right tackle, they're projecting Caden Proctor left tackle, left guard Cam Dewberry, center Parker Brailsford, Jaden Roberts at right guard, and Wilkin Formby at right tackle. All right, so I'm gonna look at this. Like I said, and look at where they got Micah Dubose, right there at that right tackle position. He's one of those guys that if he shows any type of development, he'll get an opportunity kind of like Wilkin Formby had last season. Not much experience, just kind of what you want to see raw talent wise. But I think you can get a guy like him in that room, develop at right tackle, which I think he's natural at. You might see a competition there. Arkel and Ugum, that's a developmental piece right there. I mean, just raw, still, you can see his lack of experience of college. I mean, not even college, but just football experience. He hasn't played football long. I think he started playing his junior year of high school. Big guy. What he was, 6'7", some crazy junk like that. 6'8". Let's see, 6'6". I think he's actually 6'7", 325. Came from Ball State. This is a developmental piece. And what, like I said, if we have Scott Huff coming back, I have no doubt that guys like him, guys like Michael Carroll, guys like Lloyd Jackson, guys like Wilkin Form. I mean, guys who are really right there at the edge of turning the corner of development to be able to be on the field and have an impact, a quality impact. You will see these guys thrive, and that'll keep us from having to move Jaden Roberts out to the right tackle. But I truly believe that there's some realistic opportunities. There's some realistic moves to move Jaden Roberts. Y'all remember last year I told y'all, if push came to shove, where Tyler Booker would go, and nobody believed me, but it happened. And I told y'all, it was crazy to watch it happen, but it happened. And Cam Dewberry coming in as the front runner there at left guard. I'm not sure about that. I really think Rock Montgomery has a real opportunity to be the starter there. I really do. I don't think you go and get a senior transfer from from A&M just to have him ride the bench, but I think Rock Montgomery did enough last year. Y'all saw how Kalen DeBoer tore into him coming off the sideline when he was going downfield trying to get some extra work, right? Just going to get some extra work. If you look at it, it was excessive, but he was just getting some extra work. All that pent up energy. I think there's a reason behind that. I said that when it happened. I still believe that to this day. But I also believe that he's done enough work. He's still getting that weight under control, dropping that weight. My youngin been in that, been on that nutrition, been real strict. So I think this is his time. If he wants to find a starting position, I think the left guard is up for grabs. Left tackle. We had people saying that Caden Proctor could lose, could slide inside to the guard position. I was one of those. I've seen him, and he's really toning up. I don't think he's going to get smaller though. I think Caden Proctor is a natural 350. A walk-in 350, 355, 360. Like I think the young men's, big wrist, big hands. Big legs all the way down. Like I'm not playing like this. If y'all haven't seen Caden Proctor in person, y'all will think I'm exaggerating, but he's really a big old dude. 6'7", 360, 365, and carries it good. Like you wouldn't think he was 365. And if you don't pay attention, you would think that he was Parker Brailsford, or Parker Brailsford was him until they stand next to each other, and then you see the size difference. Speaking of Parker Brailsford, the young man is committed to putting on 15 pounds this offseason. I can't wait to get on campus to see how that's coming along and what that looks like on him. 15 pounds will be noticeable on the offensive lineman, I promise you. Especially a smaller frame guy like Brailsford, we're going to be able to see it. And we're going to see how it affects his game. I think it is going to help him. I think it's going to help him. Oh, we got comments coming over from Twitter, y'all. We got comments coming over from Twitter. I hope Roberts can get healthy 100%, Megan, and I mean like all the way healthy. I think this spring we'll see a lot of the younger guys getting opportunities in his position, and he'll be afforded the opportunity to get all the way healthy this spring. Knowing a guy like Jaden Roberts, though, he's not sitting out. He's not sitting out. If he can go, he gonna go. Here we go. My guy, Andre, he said, okay, Andre, I called you Drew earlier. I'm sorry, bro. He said, yo, isn't Huff still under contract with Seattle? The thing is, there are certain rules, and I could go and get some verbatim information, but we talked about this last year when they were saying that the guys from Washington might go to Seattle. They were talking about the contracts at Washington, how that payout would play out. So we could definitely look that up, man. But I think Huff and Grubbs were both under that 1-year deal at Seattle when they both got over there. So fact check me, but to my understanding, that's what everything was. I haven't seen any new signings or contract renegotiations. What's up, Day for Scott Huff? So we'll see. Bama fan 95. We're hoping that Huff comes with him, but the public has no news yet. Right. Dude is a monster, 100%. You talking about Caden Proctor? That dude is a monster. And you know what? You know what's crazy? Jaden Roberts is a big dude, and I think Jaden Roberts is like 6'4", 6'5", and he's a solid 285, 290 walk around. I think he's pushed up to that 310 area, but he's a solid 295 walk around, which is why I think he would fare better at the right tackle position. And he's athletic, man, but he just so, strong, man. He's so strong, like naturally just country boy strong. And when you got guys like that on the offensive line and they're athletic, you want to be able to put them out in space. But I think Geno Vandermark is going to have a case for getting that one of those starting guard positions. Like I said, Rock Montgomery. William Sanders is another developmental talent. Casey Poe is somebody I'm excited about. I think he's more of a left guard. I think he's more of a fit for left guard, but he also has some experience at center. Joseph Ionota, another big body. I just think the development thing has to happen. A lot of these young guys need to develop, man. They have to get into they have to get in the training facilities and get some extra work with some of these specialty coaches and get that development. Let me hit y'all with an ad real quick. We got some who is that? JT. I seen your comment, but it ain't showing up. You must have had some crazy stuff you was trying to post. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to do that. Uh-oh. Did I do that? I don't think I meant to do that. I might have just banned somebody by accident. I was trying to highlight put a star on the comment. But offensive line thoughts. What are y'all thoughts? Left tackle to right tackle. If I had to put a lineup out there, I'm going to put out, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put left tackle Caden Proctor, right guard Rock Montgomery, center Parker Brailsford. Left guard Rock Montgomery, center Parker Brailsford, right guard Geno Vandermark, and this is my spring lineup because I think they're going to focus on getting Jaden Roberts healthy. I give Wilk and Formby the nod, but you got some young guys out there. Lloyd Jackson, if you want to flip him to that right tackle side to see how he does, I think he'll fare well. Michael DeBose, I'm excited about him. Arkel Anugum, I want to see what his development looks like in this system. He's got to be able to move, man. He's a big dude. He got to be able to move. I'm really high on Cam Dewberry. I just don't, like I said, this system is different for offensive line, man. You definitely got to be able to move. Shout out to Robert Green, my brother, tapping in on the Facebook side, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. But this system is different. You got to be able to move. And I'm going to have to look at some more Cam Dewberry film, but I didn't see anything that kind of, pops off the screen when you watch him last year at A&M. So I just, and another guy that kind of has dealt with the injury bug throughout his career, right? But big guy, 6'4", 325, 330, going to give you exactly what you want, right? Going to give you exactly what you want when it comes to that guard position and the size. Well, how athletic can he get out? Can he get out there and get in space and put a hat on somebody? Tyler Booker, and Jaden Roberts so many times this last season when, you would see Philrow give the ball off and we get that stretch action going or that outside zone run play going. Them pulling guards, they did work. They did a lot of dirty work. And they created some quality draft stock for themselves, getting out there and putting hats on guys. So want to see how Cam Dewberry gets in this system and develops. I don't have any doubt that Michael Carroll is going to thrive. Like I said, I believe he's probably your most athletic offensive lineman in this class. Probably the second strongest. I'm not gonna get into that debate between him and Michael DeBose. I think they'll figure that out on themselves. I think that's one of their little running jokes. But my favorite clip of Michael Carroll, and his mama tell you that joker getting some extra work downfield. And he's just finish a guy in the ground, and he gives it an extra oomph. And his mom is like, Michael, oh my God, in the camera like that. Oh my God. That's what I don't think is going to slow down for Michael Carroll. I don't think it's going to slow down for the young man. Like I said, 6'6", 315. He's taller. And that reach is there, 6'8" wingspan. Strong guy. Like him and Michael DeBose, their wingspan and their reach. A lot of defensive tackles aren't going to be able to get hands on them. A lot of the ends aren't going to be able to get hands inside on them because of their reach. And these guys have that quick striking ability. So I like this. It's a quality offensive line group here that we have. William Sanders, I think this is a make or to break it camp for William Sanders. Big body guy. Hopefully he's committed to developing because he can be a late bloomer, kind of like what was the young man that he could be like a late bloomer, a utility piece. Chris Owens. Yeah, I remember how we used Chris Owens at center, at guard, at tackle. Like he played every position his 5 years at Bama. So I think William Sanders has that same type of build, almost like a Lester Cotton almost type build. A little bit taller than Lester was, but same type build from Brookwood, man. And a big body that if he continues to develop 1 year, quality year, and you'll see yourself in drafted. So that's the offensive line group. I think our starters, like I said, Caden Proctor, Rock Montgomery, Parker Brailsford, for the sake of spring, right? Geno Vandermark at right guard, and then at right tackle, I think you have Wilkin Formby trying out there as your starter. And yeah, that's my starting five for our starting off offensive line. What is that? As of today, Huff is still under contract with the Seahawks. We will see if Kubiak keeps him or not. Andre. Hey, Dennis. You know, I really, you know, I'm a believer, man. You know, I believe in the power of prayer, and I believe if Alabama fans put that name out in the air, they put that thing. I'm just playing. Let me stop. But no, I really do believe. I really do believe that Scott Huff is a push too, man. I'm going to confirm some things. Like I said, I'm gonna do my own research. I haven't seen anything that says otherwise since the initial story and the initial talks with those guys being a package deal coming back to Alabama. So I'm going to do some more research for y'all on that topic. But final thoughts here, closing out final talk of the show, man. And I hope I can get some call-ins for this topic, man. Alabama hoops, man. My God, are we not cooking? Yes, both teams have suffered a loss, and I think both the loss to Vanderbilt for our women was a bigger surprise for me than the men's loss the other day. Let me see. Last week, let me pull up these schedules because I'm hyped, man. I'm hyped. Let's look at this box score. Where my favorites at? Here we go. All right, let's look at the women's game from last night first, man. Like I said, that what's that? Today's Monday, right? Yeah, so that was last night. And then we'll talk about the men's game from Saturday. Let me get in the box score here. Get to our ladies. All right, let me see. Too much zoom. Be here. All right, so let's highlight some of these players, look at the stats, and talk about this game from last night. So I got to go back and I got to watch the rerun. And Alabama started fast last night against Georgia. Our Lady Crimson Tide started fast. You saw a strong shooting night from somebody who's been kind of silent the last 2-3 games, Aaliyah Nye. You saw her volume go up. She was very assertive from the three-point line, putting up 10 3-pointers, hitting 6 out of 10. That's 60% from the three-point line. That's 18 points from one player, right? Just from the three-point line alone. And then she also was doing her thing, you know, moving without the ball. Aaliyah Nye has done. I think that's been a focal point of hers as far as her development and creating some value for herself at the next level, whether it be WNBA, overseas, whatever the next level is for her. She's shown that she's committed to perimeter defense and moving without the ball. And when she's moving, I think it forces everybody else to move because she's a shooter that when she comes in your space, you kind of want to yield. You want to go ahead and move out her way and give her that space. You know, you kind of yield the position of her when she feel like that's her spot, right? So love what she did last night, playing 34 minutes. Her, Carly Weathers, and Sarah Ashley Barker. You see how these groups are starting to be formed. You know, these personnel groupings for different lineups that this team faces. Those three playing heavy minutes. That means you had a lot of perimeter activity on the offensive side, and defensively, you were trying to really disrupt passing lanes when you play those type of minutes. I look at the rest of the team. Essence Cody, Big Baby E is what I call her. Just a dog in the paint, man. What she do for rebounds last night? 13 rebounds, 17 points, pulling another double-double. Essence Cody. Shout out to Essence Cody. I think that was like her 105th double-double. She just hit like, how many double-doubles she done had? It ain't 105th. She hit 100 blocks, and then she had 500 points or 500 rebounds or something. I got to go back and look. But another double-double, that's got to be up there. Because I think she had like 20 or something last year. You got to go back. I got to track them stats. Essence Cody. That's why I need some more people on that team, man. I got so many stats in my head. Football, basketball, men's and women's. Trying to learn baseball. Now I've been talking to some people in the baseball space. Like, y'all gonna have to help your boy. My brain don't work that good. Aaliyah, not like I said, being the scoring leader. Carly Weathers, man, I'm telling y'all, when she's not scoring a lot, look at where she affects the game. She's going to distribute the ball with her 3 assists. She's going to get steals. And I believe, I think now we need to start looking at stats. Just like the DBs get pass breakups, I think that could be a stat that needs to be recorded in basketball, since we keep changing the game, since we're evolving. Pass breakups in basketball, what y'all think, chat? Give me some feedback. But coming in, Carly Weathers with her 5 points. Zay Green didn't have to do much on offense last night. Let me see. 1 turnover. That's good. That's huge. 1 turnover for Zay Green. Sarah Ashley Barker being very aggressive. She had 7 turnovers with her 9 points. Didn't shoot the ball a lot last night. Let's look at the bench production, man. Didn't get a lot of heavy scoring from the bench, which you're not. But I'm gonna tell y'all, this young lady right here, Diana Collins. If y'all haven't seen her live, make sure y'all watch. When she comes off the bench, she's more so the confidence carrier for the bench players. When I look at this team, Gianna Cunningham is the spark. She's going to give you energy on both sides of the ball. And no, she didn't score last night. Wait, she did score last night. She had 2 last night. Cunningham is one of those bigs where you put her in the high screen and roll to where and you got an aggressive shower, or from the defense, somebody that's going to hedge real aggressively. She's very keen at slipping off that high screen and roll, and she gets down in the lane and she attacks the rim with the aggressive, with the intent to score. And she's not a small body. She may be slim in frame, but she's not a small body. And she gets in the paint and gets nasty. And I like how her and Essence have got confident in their mid range and 3-point range. Like that's a quality sight to see. It's quality sight to see. What is our free throw percentage from last night? 12 of 18. That's not bad. We didn't get to the line a lot, but definitely want to see that free throw percentage a little bit higher. Total turnovers last night, 17. Got to cut those down. Same thing with the men's team as when we dive into that conversation about the men's team, because they had 20 turnovers against Georgia and still won by 20. But we'll talk about that. And then y'all know we got to do a special shout out for our niece, the Coach Smook Network's niece. She's not my real niece, but if y'all haven't seen our sit down with Eris Lester, the true freshman guard, she got in 8 minutes last night, 2 of 2 field goals. Got in, played with some confidence. We actually had a great conversation the day before the game, man, and I'm proud to see her just kind of just staying the course. It's not easy being a highly touted freshman, especially in the basketball ranks. It's not easy being a highly touted freshman and coming in on a team where you have quality experience in front of you and not getting those heavy minutes like you can contribute, like you feel like you can contribute, not getting those minutes and staying focused and understanding the quality of development and the growth you're getting from learning from a quality staff, a quality players around you. So I like her attitude around everything. And then Leah Brooks, Chloe Spreen, energy players love when they get in the game. They're not gonna give you 40 points, but you're gonna feel them. They're gonna use their fouls. They are very physical. I love it. So that's our women's team, man. Let's jump over. Let's see if we can get the men's game up. And I think we have our next men's game, if I'm not mistaken. Our next men's game is Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull it up. And if y'all haven't seen it, y'all know the tournament buzz is starting to crank up, right? Alabama has been mentioned as a possible number 1 seed, right, with Auburn. I think Iron Bowl, the 25th, is it February 25th is when no, the 16th is when the men play, the 25th is when the women play. That's going to be a big deciding game. And then even the SEC tournament, if we see Auburn, if Alabama and Auburn men see each other for the SEC championship, that's going to be huge. Yeah. Thank you, Mary J. Woo-wee. Mary J, you are the GOAT. Everybody shout out Mary J right now. I want to update the co-sponsor banner. Last night we were doing our show, and there was a donation, a super chat given to us, a $9.99 super chat by what's the name? Standing K Real Life. Standing K Real Life. Shout out to you. And I'm not gonna lie. I said I wanted to be reminded, and I know I would have forgot. I have so many things going on, but I don't take it for granted for what you all do to support the Coach Smook Network. So shout out to Mary J, Stan and K. Stan and K, appreciate you for the super chats last night on the stream. I just wanted to make sure you get recognized on today's stream, Stan and K. And I think they have a YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken. They actually do content. He has content. So y'all make sure y'all shout them out in the chat. But let's get over to our men's side. And then we're going to close this show out for today, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with your boy. Listen, today's show, we're getting back into the swing of things, y'all. We're getting back into the swing of things. We're getting back in our groove with our morning shows. Like I said, our next live will be this evening, 7:30 p.m. Y'all spread the word. We got the call-in show. It'll be a straight call-in show. No, not many talking topics from me, talking points and rundowns. Literally just call in, share your thoughts. We're talking Alabama sports topics, all across the board. We're talking high school recruiting. There will be a segment where we actually introduce our intro for our Check 'em Out Coach show that'll be featured and launching this Thursday for our high school recruiting. But yeah, let's see. Alabama basketball this Saturday the 8th. Let's go back. I want to look at this. I want to look at this Georgia game, y'all. And yes, we won. We won by what it was, 21, 90 to 60, 90 to 69. I just got it pulled up. Scoring was good. Everybody scoring. Good scoring. 16. I think you had 5 guys in double doubles. Yeah, you had Grant Nelson, Mark Sears, Chris Youngblood, who's been, just getting more confident every game offensively. You're starting to see that perimeter shot be a lot more comfortable for him. And he's shooting it. Aiden Sherrill coming in with some quality minutes and impact on the boards this past game. And then Aiden Holloway, the transfer guard from Auburn, getting his quality minutes off the bench and contributing. I look at the starting 5 though, and I see the different energy that Mark Sears played with last night or 2 nights ago. If you guys don't believe that this young man is serious about trying to get to the next level, then you what happened? Oh, okay. I thought something bad happened. But if you haven't seen Mark Sears dial it in, if you're not going to acknowledge it, then you're missing out on a quality player. You're missing out on a quality player. But Mark Sears showed his tail. My problem is always going to be these turnovers, man. And I think the league that's going to be their problem with him too. I mean, last year the turnover bug was there. This year it's still there. You can't be my leading scorer and my leading turnover guy. You can't do that. And I don't know, man. A lot of it is usually when he's looking for the kick out after his drive and kicks. The spacing is bad, so a lot of it is not on him. It's about these guys that work the perimeter. Chris Youngblood, guys like Jaron Stevenson, guys who work that short corner to the corner. Grant Nelson. Even when he's in the game with Darian Reed, who plays like a stretch 4 type deal. These guys got to work on their pacing when you got Mark Sears, Aiden Holloway, LeBaron Filan crashing, looking to attack the rim or dribble through and kick out. Guys got to get their spacing. So and then in the transition game, take care of the ball. Get the ball to your ball handlers. Stop trying to be, point forwards, big guys. Get it out to your ball handlers. We usually have 3 solid ball handlers on the floor at all times. 3 solid ball handlers. Get it out to your ball handlers, and when you're pushing it, get in the right lanes. I remember that was a drill we used to run in the lane drills, fast break drills, and our coach was very keen on just naturally filling lanes, right? Creating space. So if you have a teammate, right, you get a rebound and you kick it to the middle of the floor or kick it to the left side of the floor, and before half court, that ball, the ball handler should either be passing it to the middle of the floor, pushing it forward, or transitioning, dribbling, pushing the ball somewhere in the middle of the floor, meaning not half court, but in the middle of the floor. And we don't get that a lot with this squad, with not this squad, but this era of basketball. Guys just kind of freelance. The game of spacing, as they continue, talks of expanding the court, giving it 4 inches on each sideline. I don't know, man. I think you keep it the same, man. Just guys really respect the foundation of the game. So, and this team could really benefit from that. Coach Nate Oates has been saying it, we just have to do better in transition, keep the protect the ball. And this team is virtually unstoppable. I look at how Auburn operates. They can get beat on the glass, but we have to be able to capitalize if we beat them on the glass. We got to be able to get out in transition and not allow them to get set up. But Alabama, this game, offensive wise, I like the percentages. I like the volume of shots. The free throw percentage is something that I was happy to see get back up to par, right? 19 to 23 from the line. Total rebounds in the game, 52. Like I said, I think we won the rebounding battle by like 10, 15. Okay, yeah. 36, 52. So what's that, 16? So we won that by 16. The assist game, anytime your turnover assist ratio, you have more turnovers than assists, that's not good. Okay. And the foul situation, man, got to cut back on the fouls, got to move our feet a lot better. Got a couple guys with 3, you deal with it. So going forward though, I think our next game is against Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken. We go to Arkansas. Yeah, we go to Arkansas. That's this Saturday, 8 p.m. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And like I said, this is another game where you can't go in underestimating them. Don't look at the record. Stop playing the logo and play the player on the other side of the court. We'll talk about that on Friday when we do our live show. But if y'all enjoyed the show, man, phone line is now closed. If y'all enjoyed the show, man, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Oh my God, man, that was rough. I ain't gonna lie. I've been up since 3:30, 4 o'clock. 3:30, 4 o'clock. So yeah, I'm starting to feel it. And your boy hungry. Y'all know it, your fat boy. I'ma always eat. Your boy gonna always eat. But with that being said, man, don't forget to check out our merch. Check out the lineup, man. We got a lot of things being put out there for the Coach Smook Network. Let me see if I can get the actual video over here playing in like a B-roll type setting. I think that'll be nice. Uh-huh. 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 Mm-hmm. All right, yeah. Make sure y'all go cop y'all some merch, man. We got the red letter lineup. We got the white letter lineup. Gray letter lineup is Scoop Boogie. Is about to be out too, man. Y'all make sure y'all go get ready to get some of that Scoop Boogie. If you need the link, moderators can get it in the chat. Exclamation mark merch. I almost said merch, but it's merch. Exclamation mark merch. What else? Don't forget this Thursday, our this Thursday, we will be having our it's big for me, the recruiting segment with our Check 'em Out Coach segment, our Check 'em Out Coach show. We will be announcing the lineup Wednesday. We will be announcing the lineup, and we will have the roster, basically put the roster up on the screen for you all, right? And you guys will see these players. That way y'all can go follow their socials, right? And when you go follow their socials, tell them that the Coach Smook Network sent you. Nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with an honest opinion. We lost it. We lost it for a second. I got to hook back up to the I got a hard wire back in. But what else? So check them out, Coach, on Thursday. I won't have a guest on this one. Oh, be looking out for BT of the Coach Smook Network. We got Brandon T. Y'all know he's one of our new creators. We got some of his content being posted on the channel today for the Smook Spotlight. We're spotlighting our 25 class and breaking those guys down. Shout out to Lee Bay tapping in, my beautiful baby. Shout out to you, girl. Roll Tide. Look, I'm turning her into a full Alabama fan, y'all. So y'all help me. AAA family. Y'all help me get her drenched and doused into the crimson. Gotta get her some crimson Tide gear. She already got AAA merch. She got some AAA gear. Shout out to my guy, Sherman Williams, man. And look, I got some more like autograph stuff that we're gonna be putting up on the wall, man. But I want some, if y'all got some ideas, man, for stuff that we need to put on the wall back here when we're not green screening, give me some ideas, man. Y'all see my schedule board and all that. That's what your boy working on. We're trying to get organized, man. Look at her, talking about some Roll Tide. Give us an elephant emoji with it, bro. You ain't gonna put no heart, man. Come on now. I'm just playing. You good, babe. You good. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the AAA fam. Once again, shout out to our sponsors, man. Every sponsor that we have. Shout out to the co-sponsors on today's stream, Stan and Kate, for their contribution last night. Definitely wanted to acknowledge them. What else, man? Am I missing anything, Mary J? I feel like I'm missing something. This is First Friday, so we'll have our first episode of Sports and Spades. Like I said, the first episode. I don't know if I want to do a pre-recorded and edit it and put it out, or do it live. Y'all let me know. We'll put a poll out on the YouTube channel, and that'll help us with engagement, getting more people involved. Do y'all want to see a fire panel? And who would y'all like to see on the first episode of Sports and Spades? Sports and Spades, Smooks. Sports and Spades. Oh, Smook. Sports and Spades. Too many S's, right? Too many S's. I'm not feeling it. Sports and Spades on the Coach Smook Network, man. Make sure y'all dropping likes on the stream, man, and everybody that's been pulling up, man. I appreciate y'all. I think that's it. I think that's it. For the callers that called in, Pat and Zach, thank y'all for y'all input on today. Don't forget, y'all, you heard it here first. You want the inside scoop. You want the real news. Tap in over here on the Coach Smook Network. Cause y'all know how we rock it, man. We not gonna shoot, we're not gonna sugarcoat nothing. We're not gonna half step. We're gonna give it to you like it's supposed to be given. And that's the authentic way. Authenticity above all. I'm yours truly, your boy Coach Smook. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I catch y'all on the next one, man. Much love to everybody. And y'all have a blessed day. Don't forget, tap into the content today. We got some clips and things being posted. Make sure y'all liking and sharing the content. Shout out to Twitter. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to the 200 that we're leaving here with the chat across all platforms. 157 on Twitter, 42 on YouTube, and 1 on Facebook. 2 on Facebook. I'm sorry. 201 on the stream. Thank y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. I'm your boy, Coach Smook, and I'm out, man.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Hit hard like a tackle, making plays, I'm about to break some. Keep me off the ball, I run it back, I'm about to shake some. Ready to play, I'm ready to play. Hit hard like a tackle, making plays, I'm about to break some. Keep me off the ball, I run it back, I'm about to shake some. Ready to play, I'm ready to play. Hit hard like a tackle, making plays, I'm about to break some. Kick me off the ball, I run it back, I'm about to shake some. Flex it, to the left, to the right, 2 chair.